Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got another unboxing of the 2014 series of releases. This is the brand new Nerf Zombie Strike SlingFire. This one's been a pretty anticipated blaster from Nerf ever since they released the information at one of the toy fairs. So I was really excited to finally get my hands on it. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick unboxing like I always do, show you what comes in the box, what's on the box, and then do a quick little test fires and stuff like that, and then give you an overall first impressions on it. So let's go ahead and get it started. The box itself is an open face box. I've said it before, I don't like it because I feel like the blasters can get damaged and stuff like that in shipment, but this one looks like it came through okay. Model number if you want it there, or excuse me, UPC number. Nothing on the sides except for, yeah, that's it. On the back, again, just that stenciled kind of look that all Zombie Strike has had recently. Includes SlingFire, blaster, 6 dart clips, 6 Zombie Strike darts, and instructions. Advertisements for these Nerf Zombie app at nerf.com. Advertising tactical rail, lever action, blasting, load clip, pull trigger, 6 dart clip, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started by taking out the box. As you guys know, I love to take boxes or things out of the box like they're supposed to be, so bear with me as I figure out how exactly we're going to have to open this blaster up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And it looks like they're not going to make it easy on me at all. I don't know exactly how it works. So let's just start by cutting off the twine. We have some down here at the bottom and some around the trigger area. I do apologize. It's very dusty out here where I am right now, and this blaster is just collecting dust even without me even using it, so that's kind of weird. I think it's funny they've actually gone through and matched the twine to the color of the blaster. This is green twine here, as well as on the stock, which is a wood frame stock kind of looking, plastic of course, but looks wood. They've gone with the brownish twine and then a gray around the trigger frame. That's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and just pull this out here. The one slide or twine goes through the trigger mech, and there is the blaster. We'll set that up there, probably out of frame a little bit for just a second. Then we'll figure out where the rest of our stuff is. Looks like it's just down inside here. So let's go ahead and rip that out and see what we have in there. Looks like we have our darts. There we go. Okay, so our darts and our instructions, and that is it, guys. I don't think this one comes with any cool, nope, doesn't look like it comes with any cool stencils or anything, and this is like glued together, so that's an interesting thing for the box. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the blaster. First things first, the color scheme is really, really neat to me. I don't know if I just didn't pay attention to the pictures, but I don't remember having quite as much black on the bottom portions here and around it. I think it looks really good. Right off the bat, it is a little bit heavier than I was expecting. This seems to be a little bit flimsy as well. That's not good. But there it is. Fairly long. I'm going to go ahead and shoulder it real quick. And wow, it has a great feel. Like I said, I am 6 foot, so I have a little bit of reach on my arms, and that feels really good. I mean, it's just really nice and tight. Feels great as far as the stock goes. And that's pretty much it. 6 dart magazine release is on both sides. Yes, what I call it, jam door here, located in the top, does have a tactical rail on the top as well as a kind of a makeshift sight and sling points. So let's go ahead and prime it back. Okay, prime is really easy, and fire, of course, air restrictor, so it sounds horrible, but the prime is easy but feels flimsy. This just doesn't feel that great. I'm kind of a little disappointed to feel like I could, really break it. As far as using it as an actual lever action, it's definitely easy, just to do that motion there. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and see if we can take, nope, we have to have it primed back to remove the magazine. And there it is. We're going to go ahead and set the darts and instructions to the side. We're going to use standard elites and throw a few in there and see what it loads like. New magazines, they now say 6 darts on the side. Have a weird kind of design on the bottom. I don't think I've seen them quite like this before. But it is just a 6-round mag, so not a whole lot of leeway to go on that. So we'll go ahead and load it up here with 6 elites. Granted, these are used and abused, so ranges won't be exactly what they would be with new darts, but that's to be expected. Alright, so let's go ahead and load it up and see what hit fire is like here. So I'm going to try to show it on camera. Okay. seems to be doing okay. Again, we're just going to fire a couple. It doesn't feel like it has a whole lot of velocity behind it. It feels like they're kind of floating a little more, kind of like the, oh, what blaster was it? One of the newer releases. It just kind of floats them out there. I still think it's getting great ranges. However, I just don't feel like it's got that punch like you would get from a, you know, a direct plunger, long shot, or anything like that. Not necessarily long shot, I'm sorry. Like a motorized blaster like the Strife or anything such as that. However, as far as feel, it feels great. Besides the flimsy prime, everything else on it just feels really good. It's going to be really easy to do the whole fast firing, which we'll do a demonstration of in just a second. But overall, I really like the looks of it. It feels great in the hands. The only downside I've found so far is just this prime, and then we'll go ahead. But other than that, I mean, even it looks really, really cool, and definitely going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and switch over to a quick firing demo, and then we'll come back for a conclusion. Okay, we're going to get to do a few quick firing tests here. We have the new Zombie Strike Side Strike. I've loaded up with a 12-round magazine because I don't feel like reloading the 6th round a bunch of times. So I've loaded up this one. We're going to do a quick couple of test fires with just the single fire and kind of giving you a range idea. And then we're going to do some fast reloading and some quick fire as well. So to start off with, as you can see, we've loaded it up. Jam door closed. We're going to go ahead and prime it back to lock it in and do a couple of shoulder height test. It's a little low for the camera, but it will be shoulder height for me. And as you can see, this room is only about 40 feet max to the end of the hall there, and they're already dropping before they ever get there. They're not even hitting my wall. I'm getting a good, I want to say, 4 feet of drop. That's a little disappointing. Granted, there is some wind going through here, and these are bad elites, or not necessarily bad, but used elites. So that's a little disheartening to see that. We'll go ahead and do some quick firing here and see how fast we can actually prime the blaster and fire. And those last few actually started to get a little bit better ranges. Let me go ahead and quickly load up a couple more shots here and do a couple more single fires. Oops. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire it again here. I'm going to fire it a little angled to the side. And it's honestly getting a little bit better ranges. I think my wind died down there a little bit. So that's that. Again, not necessarily the best for ranges, but it's a lot of fun to use. And like I said, you can get that rapid fire down pretty quick there. And that's going to be a lot of fun to use in a war, I'll be honest. Now, of course, there's all the other tricks, you know, you can actually kind of do the old... I guess what you consider, woo, lost that one, the SlingFire action to it, you know, playing it down. It's a little bit harder to do with the 12 round. If we throw in that 6-round magazine or clip, whichever you prefer, into it, it's a little bit easier to manage. So that's kind of cool, you know, one-handed operation, dual wielding would be kind of neat with these because you could go around chucking around. But as far as ranges and such go, not the best, but definitely not the worst we've seen from Nerf in a while. Okay, so my conclusion on the Zombie Strike SlingFire. Now again, this is just an unboxing and first look. It's not a review, full review or anything like that. Haven't even used the blaster for more than a couple of minutes here, so I'm not going to even try to go through and give you all the pros and cons to it. But this is just kind of what I'm feeling straight out of the box and what you can kind of expect for it once you get yours. As far as looks go, amazing. This blaster is probably one of the coolest looking and most, I guess you could say, realistic styling. It just feels great. The stock and everything is made really well. I love the handle and the grip on it. The detailing is amazing on this. They've gone through and even kind of given a worn look to the grip tape there on the grip itself. On the front barrel, the same thing. That grip feel make it look like it's been used and abused. The full wooden stock look to it is really cool to me. It just feels great, you know. It's got even the green shoulder pad there on it. It just overall looks amazing. Now if you throw in a different magazine, I don't have a bunch of them here to try, but I'll just throw what I like to run, and that's the 12-round magazines. It looks a little bit worse for the wear. It doesn't look quite that good. We'll try a banana clip on it from the Demolisher and the Demolisher video, so check out that video if you haven't already. But it just doesn't look quite as good. The 6-round clip really makes it feel that I don't want to say realistic, but it makes it just look and feel a little bit better, kind of more like an actual rifle, if you're into that thing. But again, it's nothing like an actual rifle to where, you know, you're going to be walking down the street and somebody's going to mistake it. It's got plenty of green, plenty of orange on it, but it just really feels good. As far as firing and actual use of it, it's fun to use. It's a blast to mess around with. However, the ranges are nothing to be excited about. Honestly, I'm going to say you'll probably get 40, maybe 50 feet flat out of these. It's just not quite up to standard as far as some of the other blasters that are out right now, but the funness to use, the way it looks and everything makes up for that in my opinion. So hopefully that helps, guys. I know this is a long video, but I wanted to fully cover everything on the SlingFire. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/nerftome2. Or you can leave us a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. Subscriptions are always exciting as well. So stay tuned for more videos, and we'll be back with another unboxing here shortly.